Hey, it's Risa G coming in from her cluttered kitchen for another Tool Tuesday. And I know I mentioned a couple weeks ago that Kohl's came out with, Kohl's is selling a line of Instant Pot accessories made by the Food Network brand. That I had gotten the stackable steamer from my friend Kim for Christmas. And when I went to the store and investigated, there were other pieces, there were other accessories. And I wanted to get a couple of them. I think there's like 3 or 4 altogether. There might even be more, but I think that's all I saw online. And I didn't see anything else at the store, so I assume that's what it is. And so I said that I was going to be getting some of them, and I'd show it to you. Well, I got them. They were on 30% discount last week, and so I thought I would show them to you, show how they work, the good, the bad, and that way you are an informed consumer if you want to get it, okay? So here we go. New tools for the Instant Pot. First of all, we have this, which, wait a second. Right. There are 2 of these, okay? It's called the egg steamer. I think that's what they're calling it. It has 2 of them. One is smaller and stacks on top, okay? And it's got these holes so that you can stick your eggs the thin side down. I tried it with the other side. It's not as good. It seems a little weird. Alright, so anyway, so we've got 4 eggs, and I'm going to show you how this trivet works. I call it an egg trivet, and I've seen it on Amazon called an egg trivet. They give you a set of 2, and for the Food Network, I think it's $19.99 for the set of 2, or $18 for the set of 2. It was something like that. Okay, you put a cup of water in the bottom of your Instant Pot. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I plugged it in. It says off. Now, what I'm going to do is, I've got 4 of them in here, okay? What? Well, I guess I have 3 in here. You put, I think the smart idea is to put the trivet in first, then put the eggs in. Don't try to lift it with the eggs in it, especially if you're a klutz like me. Alright. Okay, so you put your water in, you put your trivet in, you put your eggs in, okay? Now, this one does not have an egg setting, so I usually do steam 5 minutes, okay? And then lock the lid, make sure it's on seal. Okay, make sure your gasket is in correctly. Alright, and it's gonna beep, beep, beep. Okay. Now, it'll take a couple minutes for it to come up to pressure. And while we're waiting for that, and then I'm gonna do 5 minutes cooking, 5-minute natural release, 5 minutes in ice water. While we're doing that, I'm gonna show you another nifty thing I got from this collection. And you can also find similar things online on Amazon if you don't want to go to Kohl's, alright? There's a guy named Keith Tant who makes a line of all kinds of steamers and dividers. He's got, like, I think one that has just 2 sides. This one has 3 sides, and it does come out for easy if you just want to use it as a steamer. Okay, and all of it is dishwasher safe, top rack only. Okay, now Keith's version does something that this doesn't. And I'm thinking about Keith's, getting Keith's. Alright, okay, as you know, I got the stackable steamer. Okay, now you would think, since this is from the same company and made from the same stuff, that you could put this in with this on top. Alright, and then lock it. But it won't lock. Okay, that's the thing I don't like about this. Yes, you can layer it on top and then put like tin foil on top and put them in, you know, take them out of this thing and put tin foil over the top and put it on top of a trivet, and that would work. Okay, now what's great about it though, now this isn't so great because it doesn't work that way, but you could still use it as pot and pot cooking with this and cook 4 things at one time if they all cook in the same amount of time. Now, as I told you 2 weeks ago, I did a whole meal in these two. I did chicken in the bottom and rice in the top with the lock on. Alright, and it worked beautifully. Alright, I have not tried cooking like chicken for 5 minutes, you know, 10 minutes, whatever it is, and then putting this on a trivet, with like broccoli and whatever in it. I haven't tried that yet. And cook it for like a minute on the saute setting or whatever with the top closed. But you can also, but what you can do, and I have done this, is I put 2 kinds of vegetables in one side, you know, in 2 sides. And put like broccoli, and I put something over here. And I put it on top of some food, and I put it in here in the Instant Pot and let it just stay warm and serve, you know, that way everybody could serve themselves while I was at work, and that worked fine. So I know what you can do is find vegetables that take about 4 minutes, like sweet potatoes and potatoes, you know, if they're cut really small, and put them in here along with like, you know, 5 minutes worth of chicken, you know, chicken chopped up real small in the bottom, 5 minutes, and put the 2 of them on without this stand, alright, and put foil on top, put it on top of the trivet with some water underneath, okay, that would probably work, okay. But anyway, I like it for the idea that not only is it a steamer, but you can also steam 3 kinds of food at one time. And if you finagle it a bit, you can do a whole meal. You can do your chicken and rice in here, and then put that on top, something like that, okay? I haven't tried that yet, but that's what I intend to try to do, okay? So those are the 2 things I got. I got the steamer with the divider. Oh, the other thing I like about this is, the egg steamer, the trivets, is that you can use them as trivets, right? Let's say you have a really, really small kitchen, like my old one in my apartment, which was like basically like from this wall to the end of my stove, basically the length of my kitchen. I could have really used an Instant Pot with a trivet, or the egg trivet, and a couple of little pots that could fit everything inside of here, and stored it that way. Because you can use it as a regular trivet. You can put, you know, just this on top with foil, you know, and just steam vegetables in 1 minute. Or do like a piece of, you know, a piece of fish on one side, or some shrimp on one side, a vegetable on one side, and a couple of potatoes or something minced up. You probably could do it almost all of it at the same time. Well, you could figure out something that you could cook all at the same time, right? Put it on the trivet and use it as a trivet in there. Or you can use it as a trivet on the stovetop, you know, take this stackable steamer out and put it on top. So it's at least double or triple duty if you're buying it, you know. Plus it holds, I think, it was like 7 eggs on one and like 5 on the other, something like that. It's like 12 or 13 eggs. So if you have a lot of eggs to do at one time, you have a big family, or you just eat a lot of eggs, it's a great thing. Okay, anyway, as we can see, this is on pressure. It's up now. See? It just said 5 minutes. Okay, in 5 minutes, I'm going to wait a 5-minute natural release. And then we're going to put it into ice water, and we'll see how they came out, because I've heard that they don't come out cracked with the trivet. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes, actually more like 7. I'm going to press cancel. Okay, and then, oh, see, I was going to say I'll pop the top, but it looks like the pin just dropped. So, timely video. Alright, so, as usual, using the little things here. Alright, okay, now, let's see. Any cracks? A little bit of a crack there. Okay. I heard that they don't crack as easily in this thing, but it looks like that's BS. Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay. And then of course you just with something like a. There you go. Okay. Also, idiot me found the other piece. So here you go. Alright. It was in my other 6 quart. Okay. It's got little feet on it. See, it's got little feet. See, this piece has little feet on it. Right there. Alright. And then what you do is you stand it. You stand it in between the eggs, and that way I guess you can put other eggs, that way you can stack them. But this is how you stack it. Alright, it's got little feet, and you just put one on top of the other in one of the openings, and there it goes. Alright, there it is, it's stacked. Okay. Okay, so okay. Now, as you know, I like to crack it both sides. I like to crack and then peel from the top. Okay, and as usual, they peel like a dream. I don't know why people make so hard-boiled eggs the old-fashioned way when they peel this easily. I always had a problem peeling them before I started making them in the Instant Pot. I haven't had a bad one since. I haven't had a hard time at all since I started cooking them this way. Okay, it works well on the steam setting. It also works well on if you have an egg setting. The egg setting is at a default of 5, so you don't have to. It's at a default of 5 minutes, so you don't have to like move it up and down, and so that's great. And if you don't have an egg setting, but you have a manual setting, you can use a manual setting. Or in the models that don't have the manual setting, like the Duo Plus and the Lux, I think it is, you can use the pressure cook setting. I've also been told that they don't crack if you put it on low pressure. I don't know about that. I haven't tried that yet. Anyway, so as you can see, they're just as great done on these trivets. I think the only advantage of doing it this way on these is the holes. So it holds it, because on the other trivet, you've got all of this space, in between. And they could roll around, I guess. So I definitely see an advantage to using the egg steamer instead of the regular trivet. Okay. So I wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you this. Next time I'll show you me actually using it. But I just wanted to put it out there that it exists. And I think they also sell them to some other brands on Amazon. Okay? Yeah. Klutzy klutz does it again. And I forgot to mention one thing. They do store. You can put the little one under the big one to store it, and just store them inside of your machine if you don't have any other place for it. Anyway, so I hope that was informative, and I hope you'll search them out and let me know what you think of my tools of the week. Okay, and of course, like my videos, subscribe, and press the little bell, and come back again for more tools, tips, recipes, and life in Reese's Cluttered Kitchen. Bye.